We are going to spend a few minutes today talking about fumigation and specifically ratios of chloropicrin and 1,3-dichloropropene or 1,3-D. And we're going to look at how changing the ratios of those two products affects the control of purple nutsedge, which you can see down here to my left, to your right, and how it affects the growth of tomatoes. This is the first plot I would like you to notice. This is the non-treated control. We did not fumigate this, and what I want you to notice is that nutsedge has punctured the plastic mulch and has emerged throughout the plot. On the opposite side, this is 50 pounds of chloropicrin on its own. That's the only fumigant that was applied. And the first thing that you should notice right away is that there are significantly more nutsedge in this plot than there is where we didn't apply any fumigant. The reason for that is chloropicrin appears to scarify the tubers and promotes sprouting. So if you just apply a low-level chloropicrin on its own, you end up with more nutsedge than you do if you didn't apply any. If you look on the far plot to the left here, this is 150 pounds of chloropicrin. And what you'll notice is still you're getting promotion. If there's more nutsedge there than there is with no chloropicrin, but it's starting to thin out a little bit compared to 50 pounds. That is because chloropicrin at a high enough rate will control nutsedge as well. The next plot I want to show you, this is 200 pounds of chloropicrin on its own injected at the beginning of the season. And again, you can still notice that there is some nutsedge, a lot less though than there is when we apply 50 pounds or 150 pounds of chloropicrin. But still quite a bit of nutsedge emerging through the plot. If you look at the opposite plot over here though, this is 200 pounds of chloropicrin again, but now we've added 15 gallons per acre of 1,3-D. And the first thing that should jump out at you immediately is there's no nutsedge at all in the plastic. So that combination of the two products gives you much better nutsedge control than either product on its own. So this is an example of the effects of the combination of fumigants. Here in this plot, you can see 100 pounds of chloropicrin on its own. Quite a bit of nutsedge has emerged in the plot, as we've seen previously. The opposite bed on this side, you have 100 pounds of chloropicrin, but now you've added 50 gallons per acre of 1,3-D. Much better nutsedge control than the chloropicrin on its own. Not quite as good as we saw with the 200 pounds, but still much better. The last plots I want to show you today is here on my left. This is a non-treated control. You can see a lot of nutsedge emerging in the plot. On the opposite side, this is a plot that has 1,3-D on its own at 15 gallons per acre. You can see lots of nutsedge in the plot, and that's because 1,3-D on its own does not adequately control the purple nutsedge. And then on the far side, what you see here is a combination, 100 pounds of chloropicrin plus 15 gallons per acre of 1,3-D, and you see excellent nutsedge control with hardly any weeds at all in the plot. So in summary today, I'd like to make a few points. First of all, chloropicrin on its own can stimulate sprouting from the tubers and increase your nutsedge population at a low rate. At higher rates, you start to get some suppression. 1,3-D on its own does not adequately control purple nutsedge. The combination of the products is at sometimes inconsistent, but overall gives you the best control of purple nutsedge when you put the two products together.